I'm hyped here.
Yeah, Brother B was like going crazy about it.
A little prayer before we eat.
Yeah.
Bless the Holy Spirit, amen. Bless the Lord. He's like, His Spirit, Father, receive that by the Christ of the Lord, amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Jesus, for Kiara taking the time out of her day. Appreciate this moment. Amen. All right, everybody, eat this nonsense, girl. Yo, so like, basically, I'll throw you the general gist of it. Mm-hmm. My advisor, who's like a hella good networking guy, mm-hmm. He, like, I do some graphic design for him, and he's been hooking me up with some cool people, mm-hmm. like rich people. And he's like, one day, he's just like, yo, Tom, you should look into modeling. And I was like, and this was after we talked to you. You remember that? Like, mm-hmm. You met him. His name's Rich. You met old, that kind of white guy.
Oh, yeah.
Who kind of show? Mm-hmm. It was like our show. So,
he's actually questioning me a little bit. But yeah.
What do you mean like questioning you?
No, just about like wasn't he at the art gallery?
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, he was talking to me about like my art and stuff, and then like how I got into modeling and all that stuff.
That's what I mean. So like I don't know where, maybe he got the idea from you, but out of the blue, he like started, he started saying some shit. He was just like, you should think about it. I'm like, nah. So then he meets, do you know Jordan Joseph? Mm-mm. There's another guy. I actually just he's real cool. But basically, what he does is Jordan Joseph's like another friend of Rich, and he gets some magazines from Rich and slides them under my door. The 3 male modeling magazines. I shit you not, it's in the video. I already shot it because it was so weird. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Well, I started looking into it, and like it's intriguing. It looks kind of, but like kind of the reason like I wanted to ask you about it is like I feel like since you've done it before, like you know more about it than just like the cutesy like BS that comes with like just posing in front of a camera. Like the real actual thing behind it, and what you encounter that people necessarily don't tell you. Yeah, like how long have you been doing it? What are you going to say? 2 years. Okay, it's a long time. How do you feel about it? I like it when you're with the right people. What do you mean? There are some people that want like a specific thing or a specific look, and they're willing to break you down to get that. That sounds fucked up. Yeah. Like I was told that I was too curvy. Okay. And I'm not even curvy. How does someone say that to someone? Like, how would you say that? Like, how does that conversation even come about? Well, there was like I was trying to like be a part of like this bigger agency in New York. And they work with like models that are size 2, and I should have known that like going into it. And they measured me. Like after our little like conversation, she literally measured me, and she was like, "Well, you need to lose this, you need to lose this, and you need to lose this, and then we'll be willing to work with you." And I was like, "Ooh. So you want measure like they measure your body?" Yeah. It's fucked up. How's that like? So like, is that like certain ads or certain agencies, or is that like? It's certain agencies. Like certain ones nowadays are like way more open. Are they like cool about like not as much, size and shape, but personality or? Yeah. If your personality, like if you can really like perform well during like an interview, they take personality all the time. Is that like? So is it personality over aesthetics, or is it kind of a mix of both? It's a mixture of both. It's kind of scary. I was like, you can't be like Cara Delevingne with like no type of personality at all. Like I'm not even playing, girl. Like honestly, I thought of Zoolander when I thought of male modeling. Is that fucked up? Is that? I thought, what's that scene where they're doing like dancing with like gasoline pumps and shit. Have you seen Zoolander? Yeah, I have. Yeah, it's goofy. Like it is very. They made a second one, and it definitely like gives male models a bad reputation whatsoever. Yeah, but like I don't know. I'd rather like know about like what goes into it since you're actually like legit. Like you're like you've done it. I mean like so like there's intelligent people modeling. Like obviously like you like there's not just a bunch of idiots. Right. Like, example you, right? College students. Such a stereotype. I hate that. That's like some nonsense. But, like, how did you actually get into it? Well, my mother took me to, like, this, like, fashion convention in D.C. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Where's it at? I'm from Maryland, so I know D.C. Yeah, it's in the convention center. It happens every year in the convention center, like, where all those events are. I've been to the convention center. There was a car show 2 years ago that was at. There's everything. It's huge! Yeah, it's really big. she like, cause she knew like I was in like fashion and design and all that stuff. So I went there and I actually got to meet like 2 girls from America's Next Top Model, and then I met Mr. J. Alexander.
Oh, chill.
And he was like, you should really get into modeling, like you should really definitely do it. Like you have the face, the body, blah, 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 like all that for it. But I was like really young. I think I was 11.
Girl, what?
That's actually like the age that I'm at now is kind of like old for models. Like they like kids to like start off like when they're like
Are you serious?
10 and then
How do you model when you're 10?
Yeah, you just do your personality.
So you like, how did that come about? Did you like let that offer kind of sit, or you're like, wait, you like fester in your mind, where you're like, I could be a model?
I thought about it. Then my mom, like, she's done it before, and she did it like she did like beauty pageants when she was younger, and she didn't want to like mess up my like perspective of like my body and all that stuff. So she was like, well, maybe we'll come back to it when you're older.
Okay.
So then we came back to it, and it really started off Instagram. Like some of my friends model.
Okay.
So I like asked them, I was like, so how did you get with this person? How did you get with this person? Like I kind of networked myself. And then I finally found like this one lady, her name's Gigi. Yeah, it's like a
Not Gigi to die, right?
No. My mom's boss is funny though. She knows Gigi's family.
Are you serious? So like they're kind of connected. It's like everybody's like, it's like the modeling community, a small community.
Well, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
Especially like by like state, like Maryland. Like I know all the Maryland models.
Like, I'm trying to think of somebody that I knew. There's a guy that modeled for Under Armour. His name, oh gosh, what was it? He models for Under Armour now, and they started him in high school. God, I'm blanking. A girl I used to date was like obsessed with him. Yeah, she was talking about, and then she went to the same college because he went there. And they both went to Towson.
Oh. Did she really just go there because he was there, or did she?
Partially that, and also she didn't get anywhere else. But
oh, okay.
But I also knew a link to who the hell he is. He's famous on Instagram. There's a shit ton of because Under Armour kicked him up, so like he would be wearing the shoes and he would get all the gear. But like,
Nice.
I don't know, fam. Like, do you think the community is like, is it a good community to be a model, or is it kind of like?
Like I said, it depends on who you know and who you collaborate with. Like, of course, like the higher the end of the brand, the more prissy and
Like Vogue.
yeah, and the more I don't know, not bougie, but the more uppity they get. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like if you surround yourself with humble people, you'll be humble.
That sounds like my kind of thing. How you like it so far? You've been doing it for 2 years.
I really
Is it
like
2 years
being
or
in. It's been 2 years. I really like being in front of the camera. I think I've always liked being in front of camera since I was younger. My mom has pictures like when I was like 4 and 5.
Well, this is perfect. Then this ain't weird for you.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's like.
People always weird when I whip out the camera. They're like, oh my god, oh shit, don't record me. I'm like, I'm not recording you. Or they say, don't film me. I say, I'm not filming you, I'm recording you.
Yeah, I don't really care.
So you've been doing it for a while.
Like, I was like 4 and 5 with my like mom's heels on, like posing and like acting like I was modeling. I've been watching like America's Next Top Model for like the longest.
Yeah.
So I've always wanted to be like a model, like a serious one. I'm still trying to like get to like a better agency and all that stuff. But
So, what do you think of Caitlyn Jenner? Not Caitlyn. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Caitlyn Jenner?
You know what I'm talking about? The one that's famous. Or how about
Kendall Jenner?
both of them? The Jenners.
Well, Kendall, I give her kudos because she basically neglected all of her connections she had, and like
What do you mean?
her parents are connections out of the wazoo because
Oh no shit, because
they're famous, right?
Freaking Dashians.
So she wanted to make a name for herself, and she made a brand for herself.
Okay.
And she basically like marketed herself and communicated with the right people at the right times, and like she did all the work herself. Like her mom didn't do the work for her.
Do you think that's like the way to go?
To do the work yourself?
Yeah.
Like, is that what you
I mean, I'm independent right now, so
You for real?
like I'm not with like a agency. Like I
So-
have an agent, but I'm not with an agency.
You have an agent?
Mhm.
What's that like? So how do you go about getting an agent if you're a model?
Like I said, I found her through Instagram. Because Miss Cameroon, I don't know if you've seen her. Actually, I can show you a picture of her. Is one of my friend's best friends,
Mhm.
and then my friend, she models too. So.
Okay. So your friend's a model, and that's kind of like your way of like staying connected, because you're gonna know the trends, right?
Pretty much.
That's like interesting.
You see.
I'm intrigued. I'm fascinated. Do you ever like how do you stay up and coming with the trends? And what do you do? I mean, you're like well dressed, so like I'm hip with that. How do you stay hip? You just stay on Instagram, or like, is it Instagram purely, or is it like looking at magazines, or is it like you research what's hip this season?
I see. That's the thing with me is like I definitely look on Instagram a lot. I
Mm.
think that's like my biggest thing. This is
what I would
her.
do.
I can
Oh.
just show you her.
Wow, so she must have a photographer for some of these, right?
Yeah, she
Like-
does. She has a
like
professional one.
This whole this pink, right?
Yeah,
That looks really, really
That's
sharp.
all her.
Dang, so I love this. I'm brave, fearless, bold, and strong. Did she write that?
I don't think so. I think she may have copied that.
Oh. Like this one, right? Does she do any kind of touch-up work, or is that all just like,
That's all her.
that's pretty awesome. So she takes care of everything?
Mhm.
Because why I like pay attention to this stuff is like, as a designer,
Mhm.
when I look at this photo, if it was professionally touched up, you see the shadow behind her?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, they do little things. Yo, so she's someone that like, does she ever pass on jobs to you?
Mhm.
Like, will she be like, hey, I can't model on the bird. Can you go model on the bird for this?
Yeah.
Mm.
She's done that, and then she's also like got me connected with like certain people that have like helped me with my career and like opened doors for me.
Like,
But
who'd you hook you up with? 17?
no, the agent.
Mm.
That was like my biggest thing, cause it was like my 10th shoot I think I've done. This
Yeah.
one, she passed me on that job.
That was your 10th shoot?
Yeah.
Was that scary? Like, tell me about
What we did, yeah.
that. What?
So,
I heard you do like, so you're in a bathing suit, right? But like, where do you go to do that? Do you do it in public? Do you do it in private?
no,
Is it like,
see, we were in Virginia.
ooh,
we were-
the white people? Oh,
We were at this like waterfall, but it's like a public waterfall. I forgot what it's called, but like everybody in
Great Falls.
Maryland knows about it. I think it is Great Falls.
I remember.
Everybody in Maryland knows about
All
it.
the white people go out there. Yeah, I'm here.
And so when I was there, it was just like all these people, like you had kids playing soccer on top of the rocks and people jumping into the water, and then we had to figure out how to get to the waterfall. So you can't get there unless you get into the water, and trust me, that water is not blue.
Oh,
So-
it's dirty as shit.
Yeah, that. So,
That's terrible.
well, it's not dirty because like the waterfall is like it's a
It's
natural
always coming, but it's like,
cleanser, but we had to literally like I was like climbing up rocks like a freaking monkey. Like it was the craziest I think photo shoot I've ever done, because everything else that I've done has been in like
inside.
in a studio. It hasn't been like that outside. Like
Or like
that's
a white
like,
wall background or like some kind of drop.
well, yeah, like a drop or like a scene or a set, but it's never been like actual nature-ish,
Yeah.
like as harsh as that was. Like if you slip and fell, you're hurting yourself. And
Ooh.
the way like I was posing, like this picture,
Mm.
this one was like mad dangerous. Like the
Looks like
rock
you're on the edge.
was literally like this.
That
And
would be
like
stress.
I thought I was like gonna scrape my knee and all that stuff, but I had to like not think about it.
I'd be nervous, yo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what was it like? Like, I'm not gonna ask, like, what was it like getting paid for doing a shoot like that? Do you get paid in cash, or is it like commission based? Like, do they pay you after they release a photo to public? Or?
Oh no, she paid me right after I did the job. And
Okay.
it's because I'm the type of person where it's kind of like, I want you to pay me before,
Yeah.
because
Does
I
that
don't know
always
what
happen?
you're, well, most of the time it does, if you communicate with the person that you like took the photo with.
Yeah.
Because most people are professional about it and they'll pay you that day.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like for like a brand or something, they'll definitely pay you that day.
So you
Yeah.
walk out of that set a little scared, but you got money in your pocket.
Facts.
Damn, girl.
Which helps with everything, like school and stuff too.
Because you gotta pay.
Mhm.
And you're paying for your school, right?
Yeah.
Bro, respect. See, that's what I mean. Like, you're like self-built. You know what I mean? I think that's really good because I'm not. My parents cover me for all this shit, so like it's real nice. I mean, the prefect thing was real good, but
You want something for yourself?
yeah,
I think if you do it, then I would start off independent.
yeah, that's what I'm figuring. But I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Like, where do you see yourself like after you graduate? Like after 17, do you think you'll land a job? Like, what's up?
I mean, it's happened a lot. Like I've had internships and then I end up working there. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But I have that opportunity. Then I told you about the film opportunity. Like
Canada.
yeah, working on set with the clothing and all that stuff because my grandma was the director
Yeah.
and all that, so I could land a job there. Like I have options.
Yeah.
But I really want to go to New York and just like go to an agency and just see what they say.
Yeah.
Because like I've done it once before and like they told me like, oh yeah, we would take you if you're this size. But at the same time, like I didn't go to the right ones. And I feel like I want to go to the ones that cater more towards like my body type. Which is like jag models, stuff like that. So
What's a jag model?
I'll show you.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I think you've seen most of the models because like a lot of them are on commercials and stuff.
Yeah, but like, is it kind of like weird to know like they're like looking for a certain body type, or is that just part of the brand? It's kind of like
That's just part of the brand. Like, and the thing though is like the fashion industry nowadays, like they're opening up their body type. Like before, it was like you were a size 0 or a
so
size
skinny
2.
ribs and
Right.
shit. Like it wasn't healthy.
Yeah, you weren't curvy at all.
That's not
And
right.
like some of these girls here, like they're plus size, but they're not. Like she's athletic though,
Yeah.
and then you have girls that are like that, and then you have girls who are like actually like they're considered plus size. Like, they do a
So
different.
that's considered plus.
That's considered plus size.
She just looks healthy.
Yeah, like that's
That's
considered-
messed up. That's plus.
Yeah, that's plus size.
How do they label somebody like that? Are you not? Are you like? What are you considered in the eyes of those people? Like with the white backgrounds. Like what are you? Are
Well, with like the photographers that I've worked with, I'm considered like athletic built
you okay.
because like I mean I kind of
An
am.
athlete.
Yeah.
Play basketball, yeah.
Yeah, because I have like the broader shoulders, but I have a curvier bottom,
Yeah.
so it's not like everybody else. So that's what I've been told, but I've only been told one time that like I was too curvy and that I was plus size. Like I got considered plus size, and I'm just like, yeah.
It's like how's that? Like what?
Yeah, like, well, I don't think you know her. Her name's Taylor Mathers. Like she used to come here.
Mathers. Name sounds familiar.
She graduated
Was it last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
So I was a freshman when she
Mhm.
was a senior.
Yeah,
So I probably knew of her, maybe saw her around.
she's like a pencil. Like she's really, really skinny.
But she was a model though, right?
Yes, yeah, she was.
So was she perfect size, being all like skinny and
She
shit?
would be considered, yeah, but at the same time, I don't know if she hasn't gotten like the work that she wanted.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna get everything that you want, and you can't just like think that one person's gonna help you with that. Like you kind of have to market yourself like a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to continue your connections. If you don't like jump on opportunities, it's kind of like, nah, like you kind of fall by the wayside.
Absolutely. So, money question. Who
What's
gets
up?
paid more? Male models or female models?
Okay,
How
so
does that work? Break it down. Does that like depend on the ad agency or
I
like?
think it depends on the photographer and the ad agency.
Oh.
I think if they're looking for, okay, see, if we are both going for a job, right?
Yeah.
And I have more experience and you're just getting into it, I'm gonna get paid more than you.
Absolutely.
But if they're looking and they're like, oh, well, I don't like her look, but I love his look, it's kind of like,
So they just look at the look? It could be the look.
it literally could be just what you look like.
What?
It literally could just be that.
Looking for that look.
Like that's what they call it, like the look. Like you have to be like unique in some way. That could be your personality. It doesn't just have to be like what you look like.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if they didn't like me and they like you, they might pay you more and pay me less. Yeah.
Are they open about that?
Yeah, they'll tell you.
It's fucked up. So they're like, oh, we don't like your curves, so you out. Or we like his face, so he good. Like,
Mhm.
what? No. I don't know. Like, how do you go about like body image and stuff like that? Like, that was something that
you coming from the graphics end, like designer, video guy, like how do you feel like when your profession is about
Your
how
body.
you look? Yeah, it's like
Well, when I was younger, I had a whole bunch of like issues with that. Like I always thought I was bigger than what I was and all this stuff because like my stepdad kind of like derailed my self-esteem. And so did like kids at like in school and all that stuff. But then as I got older, I kind of built like tough skin. You need tough skin to be in this industry. It's kind of like you can't take everything that someone does to you seriously. And if someone tells you like, oh, well, you need to lose this amount of weight, it's kind of like, okay, well then you need to shut up. Like, I don't like, that's the thing with me is I'm not going to change who I am just because someone else wants it. Like, I've kind of learned to just like be me and be me wholeheartedly and like forget about anyone's like ideas or what they want out of it.
Respect. That's some good shit.